really quick. All right, we're gonna do something a little bit different starting this off. I'm gonna do a giveaway right away. Who likes AirPods? Raise your hand. Perfect. So you're gonna have to prove that to me, all right? So the reality is, I'm not gonna give them away for nothing. So I'm gonna do one more example of building this energy way up again. Okay, and then what I'm gonna go ahead and do is after I do that example, I'm gonna bring up two people who are gonna have the opportunity to actually lead the make the move. Okay? The one who does it the best is gonna win the AirPods. I'm not voting, Team Jessica's not voting, you guys will vote. Fair enough?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, everybody stand up. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Make a move! Ah! Make a move! Ah! Make a move! Ah! Say yes! Yes! Say yes! Yes! All right, everybody sit down. See that? You gotta get that little team energy, right? Like I say, that's the kind of stuff you gotta do when you're tired and you're working on your side, you're falling asleep, you're studying. That's the kind of stuff you gotta do. So I'm gonna pick two people, okay? All right. Who wants to lead to make the move? Raise your hand. See, look at people are scared to come up here, huh? A little fear, stopping you from getting some AirPods. Let's see. Let's do this boy right here, and then my boy Jerson. Okay, cool. So, you guys do rock, paper, scissors, only one time, 2 out of 3 to see who goes first. Winner goes first. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Got it. So, you want to go first or you want to go second?
I'll go second.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Make a move! Ah!
Everybody stand up, man. You gotta lead it, the whole thing. All right, Jason's taking over.
Got it. 1, 2, 3. Make a move! Ah! Make a move! Ah! Make a move! Ah! Make a move! Ah!
There you go. Okay, cool. All right. That was good.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Make a move! Ah! Make a move! Ah! Make a move! Ah!
Sit down. Back to your seat. All right. So you guys are gonna vote. Okay?
Sorry,
we're gonna
bro.
vote. It's like traditional round of applause. You know, obviously you can tell by the how loud it is. So let's go ahead and do who thinks my boy Jerson won. Who thinks my boy Esteban won? Good stuff. Cool. All right. I thought that was a little bit fun. See, the thing is, they didn't do it like me though. So everybody stand up one more time. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Make a move. Make a move. Make a move. Yes. 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 Go. Sit down. All right, cool. Now that we're done, we're focused, we're ready to go. Everybody ready to go? Say yes. Yes. All right, cool. So I really just want to give you guys something that you can use for the rest of your life. Whether you decide to choose entrepreneurship or you don't, it doesn't matter to any of us in this room. And I want to invite you guys today to really just zone in. Okay? Don't look to your left. Actually, that's my right. So don't look to your left. Don't look to your right. Zone in. The invitation to focus on you. Focus on you. Okay? I see it. You know, people are speaking, you're looking around, you're looking at what other people are doing. It's your time. Each of you invested in yourselves. You didn't invest in him. Okay? This guy did. I know he didn't invest in this guy right here for sure. Right? So the reality is, this is your time, seriously, to focus on you. Okay, that's my invitation to you, okay? And what I'm going to be talking about today is my growth model. Okay, I think it's something that if you apply to your life every single day, that you will grow. That you will grow. And that this process right here is going to create so much clarity in your life, whether you have a successful business, whether you're just starting out, whether you're homeless, whether you're broke, whether you're rich, ugly, fact, doesn't matter what it is, this will work for you. Who's it going to work for?
You!
No. Trick you guys, huh? It's going to work for you guys, okay? So, check this out, all right? I'm going to start it off, okay? I think in life, what it is that a lot of times we're making decisions based off of what other people have gave us, the information that they have gave us, the facts that they have given us. We make decisions based off of what is the right thing to do, what does mom want, what does dad want, what does brother, what does sister want, cousin, uncle, auntie, whatever, it doesn't matter. That's the way we make our decisions, based off of society. What are people going to think? Who's going to judge me? Am I right or am I right? Perfect. So check this out. I want to invite you to start making decisions for you, for yourself, okay? And I'm going to teach you how to do it. Step number one, if you really want to grow, if you really want to be fulfilled, if you really want to be happy, if you really want to feel joy, that's what I'm about. It's not about getting rich or being wealthy. Fuck that. I'm about being happy and feeling joy and happy and just being fulfilled and just feeling like I'm walking on air. Today was my first time to Times Square, okay? Been wanting to come to New York my whole entire life. Never had a reason to do it. Now I did. And I'm glad I met every single one of you here tonight. But it was one of the best feelings in my life. And you want to know why I was able to do that? Because I didn't listen to anybody. Not in an arrogant way, okay? Not in a way where I think I'm better than anybody. Not in a way where I'm being like a rebel. Even though some people probably thought I was, for sure. Mom, dad, for sure. But the reality is, that's why I'm in the position I am today. That's why I make the income I make today. That's why I'm talking to you guys today. And that's why I'm in New York today. Because I'm willing to find out who I am, to find out what I like, what I don't like, what makes me happy, what doesn't make me happy, what are my desires. So if you really want to grow, who wants to grow? Say aye. Aye. Perfect. Okay? What I want you to do is become truthful with yourself. Step one to growth is truth. Okay? That's the seed that you put in the ground. It's truth. Okay? But so many of us, we can't be truthful with ourselves. We don't know what we want. Right? Because we've been listening to so many other people. Truth, 100% transparency, honesty. What do I want? Now, there's 4 questions you're going to ask yourself to find out this truth. Okay? Number 1, you ready to say aye? Aye. Is, what are my fears? What are my fears? Number 2, what are my desires? That one's a little bit more fun, huh? What are my desires? Okay? Number 3, what are my strengths? Number 4, what are my weaknesses? Okay? Now, I'm going to explain each of these, and I'm going to explain what it's going to do for you. Okay? Number 1, why is it so important to know your fears? Why is it so important to know your fears? Who wants to guess why it's so important to know what your fears are?
To face them?
You.
You gotta know yourself. If you don't know yourself, I feel like you wouldn't have that.
That's not a wrong answer, but go ahead, keep going.
No,
That's it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
See, are you scared? Are you getting scared right now?
No.
Okay, good, perfect. Because I want you to express yourself.
Right.
Because maybe somebody told you not to express yourself before.
Right.
But this is your time. You raise your hand. You want to answer. So I think you should finish.
So pretty much like there was a book that Tyler mentioned about the very first book. I forget what it was called. The number 1 he has recommended on his book book list.
Oneself?
There you go. And he mentions like the fact that you have to know yourself so that way you have your more opportunity to like conquer whatever it is that you gotta do. Because if you don't know yourself, you're not willing to like conquer those fears or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, that's a great answer, man.
Right.
See, you wouldn't have got that out if you stopped.
Right.
Good job, man. Give a round of applause. That's good. That's the thing in life. Fear stops us. That's why we gotta know. Such a great answer. Who learned from his answer? Say aye. Aye. Perfect. Because and he would have never gave that to society. He would have never gave that to the world. Because of a little bit of fear, being judged maybe, or sounding dumb, right? But the reality is, knowing your fears is important. Because once you know your fears, you can face it. I'm gonna teach you something about fear. Fear is a coward. Okay? Fear is a coward. Fear is a what? Coward. Coward, meaning that once you face it in the face, it disappears. And it leaves you back something more powerful. That's called courage. And that's the main ingredient you need to win in life. To be fulfilled, to be happy, is courage. Okay? So knowing your fears is essential. Once you know that, you know what you got to face, and you know it's going to disappear, and it's going to leave you what? Courage. What does courage do for you?
Gives you confidence.
Gives you confidence. Gives you self-belief. Right? Gives you what?
Self-belief.
It's important. Okay? Second thing I'm going to go over, because I got to go faster, because this message could go on forever. Second thing I said was, you got to know your desires. Right? So, your desires. Key word is your. Once again, not mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, girlfriend, boyfriend. No. Yours. What do you want?
Freedom.
Freedom. That's good. What do you want? Tell yourself. Write it down. Figure it out. If you can't figure it out, it's a great position to be. Because that means that you have a new foundation. You can start new. See, I don't know much about much, but what I do know is that anytime you don't know what you want, you're starting at zero. And there's only one way to go up if you're starting at zero, that's up. Make sense? Next thing. What are my weaknesses? Why is it important to know your weaknesses? Who thinks they know?
Well, sometimes we get stronger.
Wrong! Sorry, bro, but wrong. Wrong. I'm not throwing it in your face, but I just need it to go in your head again. So wrong. No more. I gotta make it quick, but I'll get you next. Okay? The reason why I say that is, why would you work on what you suck at? Why would you work on that? Right? Look at me, like, I'm not very great, let's say, at trying to create sites. I try. I suck. So why would I work on that? Why would I work on that? Why would I work on that? I'm gonna focus what I'm great at. What am I great at? Speaking, selling, teaching people to sell, creating sales teams. Not what somebody else wants me to do, but that's what I've been wanting to do. Me. That's why I was able to build that. Right? Ask this gentleman right here. He has a successful business. Why are you successful at it?
Well, it was something that truly meant something to me. So
It meant something to him. Keyword meant, felt, whatever. You see that emotion behind it? Everyone thinks emotions are bad, right? No, not if you learn how to utilize them. Make sense? Strengths. Why is it good to know your strengths? So you can actually work on those, apply them to your business, apply them to your passions, and you can skyrocket. Okay, now once you know these things, we're going to go to number 2. Truth. Water it a little bit, right? The water is the work that you put into answering those questions. You build up to self-awareness. That's self-awareness is great. Once you are aware of all these things, it allows you to create a plan of action for yourself. Okay? A plan of action. Now, when it comes to planning it, I think Josh talked about it earlier, wherever he's at. Working backwards. Who remembers what working backwards is? Everybody? Right? So I'm not going to go over that. I'm going to extend it. Working backwards. Go back to your notes. Apply it to plan of action. Okay? But the last part is the most important. Now this is the part. Hey guys. What you guys doing right there, bro? I'm speaking. I'm going to ask you guys to exit the room. If you guys are not seeing value in what I'm saying, it's no disrespect to me, but it's disrespect to them. There's some guys in here that lives are getting changed. I'm serious. If your life's getting changed, say aye. Aye. See what I'm saying? I'm going to let you guys stay, but don't do that again, please. Literally. Like I was saying, self-awareness, okay, leads you to the plan of action. You work backwards. Now, after that comes to the last part, the most important part to me. This is why I win. This is why Josh wins. Right? It's why Team Jessica wins. It's why Casey wins. That's why Cameron wins. It's because they are willing to commit to their outcome. They are willing to commit to execution. They're willing to commit to what?
Execution.
Execution. Not action. I didn't say they were committed to action. I didn't say they were committed to hard work. I said execution. It's so important. Because committing to anything else doesn't even matter. Right? Because I hear it all the time. I worked so hard. I tried so hard. I did everything they told me to do. I did more than they told me to do. I haven't slept in 3 days. But did you get the result? That's the only thing that pays your pocket. That's the only thing that grabs attention. That's the only thing that helps you succeed is getting the what? Results. That's all that matters. Success is black or white. It is not nothing in the middle. Okay? All your feelings and emotions, fuck them. Yep. Make sense?
Yep.
Say it with me. Feelings and emotions, what?
Fuck them.
We could probably do something cute on the edit, like beep, right? You do that? Because that's how I feel. Okay? Because those things, you have to learn how to respond to them so that you can create something great out of them. Okay, that's one of the things that I've been able to do is master my emotions. Why? Because I know myself. I don't try to run, I don't try to hide, I know myself. If Ricky is sad, I say, Rick, you're sad, bro. And then I found out why I'm sad, and then you know what? I know the root of the problem, and I never let it last for longer than 2 minutes. Because you wanna know why? Because your feelings are a choice. And you are the leader of whose life? Your life. So if you know that you don't have to feel sad, and you're not sad or angry, mad, frustrated, like whatever it is, makes you feel awful, then just don't feel awful. And the way you do that, right, is by what? The way to get rid of negative thoughts, negative emotions is just one simple thing. Positive action through your plan of action. Make sense?
Yes.
If you follow this, I promise you your life will all change. If I give this advice to Grant Cardone, his life will change. Promise you. If I give this advice to the big guys, Andy Frisella, his life will change. Because it doesn't matter what level you are at. There are universal laws in this world, and this is one of them. Okay? That makes sense? So if you're willing to apply this, if you're willing for your life to change, right? If you want your life to change, if you want your life to change, say I.
Aye.
There's one thing that you need to know, okay? It's one word, it's called commitment, okay? Who thinks they can define commitment? What is it?
Defining commitment?
Define it.
Oh, defining commitment. Defining commitment is putting 1,000% belief level into one substantial thing, and you just have to just tunnel vision focus on that one thing and forget about everything else. Like you said, fuck everything else, just believe on that one thing. Do what you gotta do to accomplish that and just block out the negativity.
Yeah, for me, commitment means doing whatever it takes as long as it's morally right, there's principles behind it, and my values back it. Whatever it takes. Okay, what is it? Whatever what?
Whatever it takes.
I mean, I saw a 10X hat, boom. You know whatever it takes means, bro. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
With what?
What do you do? No, you. No, you. No, don't get scared. You're good. No, I'm talking to this guy right at 10X.
Right now I'm an electrician.
You're an electrician.
Yeah.
Why do you like that 10X hat? What does that represent to you?
Because Grant Cardone's a man.
Why is he a man?
He's inspiring.
He's inspiring.
Yep.
But you're inspiring. What's the difference between you and Grant Cardone?
A lot of money.
But you want to know what the difference between him making a lot of money and you not having a lot of money is? It's not knowledge. It's not wisdom. It's the commitment. It's his commitment. And inside commitment, you're going to find out there's other principles like discipline. Right? So, I like that camera next to me. It makes me feel good, huh? This is one of the things that makes me feel good. Being up here, being able to give you that message. That's why I do it. But going back to what I was saying, commitment. You've got to be committed. You got to come to more events like this. You got to do things that other people don't want to do. What time is it, Josh?
1 a.m.
1 a.m. Everybody stand up. 1, 2, 3, make a move! 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 Yes! Hey, yes! Yes! All right, sit down. All right, guys. So, here's the thing, okay? All this stuff I gave you means nothing unless you apply it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you this statement that I said earlier. Knowledge is power, but only applied knowledge makes who powerful? You. Okay? So what I want to do right now is I want to open it up for Q&A. Okay? I'm going to take 3 questions. That's it. Only 3. Okay? I'm going to structure it because if it's not structured, you know, it's going to go on forever. 3 questions. So if you have a question, raise your hand. You.
I know you're staying for New York this week. Could I get you some lunch?
Can you get me some lunch?
Yeah.
I love lunch, bro. But here's one of the things in life. You don't commit to the things that you know you can't commit to at that moment. Gotta check with, and that's just my assistant, but we'll see what we can get going, okay? That doesn't count as one of the 3 though. You.
What are your 3 best public speaking tips?
Oh, I'll just give you one.
Okay.
Stop trying to look good and worry about touching people's hearts, bro. That's all. Worry about them. Worry about changing your life. That's what matters to me. I don't even care about all of you. I know there's some people like, this guy's crazy. I just want one of you to leave here today. Just one. Just one. Just one person to leave here today and to apply this to their lives and watch their life change. That's it.
How do you, Josh was talking about belief, the importance of belief 1,000%. How do you instill that belief when you're not sure, when you're uncertain, when you're scared? How do you get that belief into your heart?
How do you get the belief when you're uncertain, you're scared,
When you're hard,
when you don't feel good? You don't want to take that step.
You don't even know if you believe. You don't know.
You just don't know what you don't know. And you'll never know until you what?
Until you do it.
Until you try. You gotta try. And here's the thing. That question comes from fear. So let's find out what the real problem is. Are you feared of being judged? Are you feared of falling on your face? Because I have 3 principles of life. I'm going to give them to you really quick. Number 1 is to never do anybody wrong. You can write that down. Number 2 is, you guys ready? Never say anything to anybody that you don't really mean. So if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to be telling them I like them. Make sense? Last one is this, okay? This is the most important. It's Josh's principle. I added it to mine. Right? I'll give you credit, bro. Number 3 is never prove yourself wrong. Okay? Never prove yourself wrong. If you have that instilled in you, don't let yourself down, man. Why would you let yourself, don't quit on yourself. It's you you're living for. Don't worry about anybody else. It's you. Who is it?
You. No, me.
Come on, that too. Come on. So, I just want to instill in you guys, man. You guys got to do the things. And I'm going to give you some things that I did that changed my life, that got me to where I feel I'm at today. Number 1 is I put myself in these type of environments all the time. Okay? Put myself in these type of environments. No questions, no nothing. Whether it was like investing, like going out to, I don't know, with some stuff in the NYC that's big. Because I know we have EDC. Do you guys have EDC over here or something? Like the events, right? Or going to a concert, which is a concert. Do I want to go to a concert? Do I want to go to Las Vegas to hang out? Like, or do I want to go to like a place where I can see like-minded individuals, connect with people and network? Right? I make sacrifices. I would take my bank account from $1,000 to like $90 to be around people like this. Right? Does that make sense? I'd pour all my money into books and yeah, but I wouldn't just read them. I would apply them. I fell in love with like just seeing a little bit of progression. I didn't say perfection. See, that's the thought too. Everybody wants to be perfect, but everybody's perception on perfection is different. So there is no real perfection. If we had perfection, right, what would be the meaning of life? There'd be no way to feel great. The only time you feel great is when you do something what? Great. And the only time you do something great is when you overcome something you couldn't do before. Simple as that. So what I want to tell you is, number 1, I put myself in these type of environments. I got myself around the right type of people, and it's people that were willing to invest in me as well. People who would stay an extra hour and a half to talk with me and give me some good value. Number 2 thing I would do is I would eliminate people from my life who are holding me back. How do you know if they're holding you back? Well, they're taking you off focus of your plan of action. Bad influences. There's a lot of people that used to make me feel good, but they were still bad influences. Could you agree, yes or yes? Yes. Okay? The last thing I did is I just made the decision to live for me. My purpose is me. Make sense? That's my purpose. Because at the end of the day, the worst thing is just not feeling good. Would you agree, yes or yes? Yes. The best thing is feeling phenomenal. So what I want to tell you guys is, I'm not great. Don't look at me like I'm great. I am definitely not great. Okay? You are great. That's the one belief I keep inside, is that I'm the greatest. But I don't want you to have the misconception. I don't compare myself to anybody. I'm just the greatest in my world. Because I'm the only one with my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions. I'm the greatest to me. And everybody in this room, you should be the greatest to you, bro. Okay? She should be the greatest to herself. Okay? This guy right here, is the greatest in your life, bro. You're the what?
Greatest.
Say I'm the greatest, bro.
I'm the greatest.
Say it louder, bro.
I'm the greatest.
Say I'm the fucking greatest.
I'm the motherfucking greatest.
Ooh. That's good. That's good. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. The last thing, and then I'm gonna bring up the last speaker. That's such a good feeling, right? Utilize it. Don't let it go down and then you feel fucking down. No, when you feel great, you make yourself feel great. You go out there and you work harder than you ever worked before. Okay? You work harder than you ever had before. You 10x whatever you do, like this guy's hat says, and you just don't let up. Please, anybody in here who's catching momentum in your business, do not let up. Do not. Okay, you make 10,000 this month, you better double the shit you did last month. Seriously. Okay? That's why people don't become successful, is because they slack. So if you're the greatest, prove you're the greatest to yourself. And I promise you, you'll live that life so happy, so content, so fulfilled, that people are going to always want to be around you. Opportunities are going to open up. And don't forget to be grateful for it. Okay, life is precious. Treat it like a gift. Be grateful for it. When you're grateful, you attract greatness. Great people, great circumstances, great opportunities, and just a great life. Cool? So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the last speaker. Sorry, not my last speaker, but the last speaker. Okay? I'm going to give him a little intro again because I don't feel like the last one was good. All right? This guy right here, king of marketing, bottom line. This guy's taught me so much. He took me from like 400 followers, and he helped me develop 5,000 organic real followers in like 4.5 months. It's good. It's almost like 1,000 followers a month. Is that good? Yes or yes? Yes. Okay. He's been he's younger than me, 19 years old, right? But he's contributing more value to my life than anybody else. Literally. This guy right here. He's like a brother to me. He's really good, and the one thing is that it's not like no competition there, but just like when he's working, I just want to be working too. Does that make sense? And when he's sleeping, I want to just be working too. Does that make sense? So the reality is, I love this guy, man, with all my heart. I can tell this is the start of some greatness here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my boy, the man, Josh King Madrid.